Hello, everyone. First in today. How you doing today, buddy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Also, Jan, welcome in, buddy. Hello, hello. Guten Abend. V-Gates. Sascha, hello. How are you doing today, buddy? Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. How is everyone today? Kind of what's with Navy and air fighting? I'm actually going to be making a video, not making a video. I'm uploading a video, Ivan, straight after this stream. So, yeah, the video will be up fairly soon. We're going to do a little short stream today, but if you have a look here, Navy, naval air battles are coming to Warpath. So, yeah, that video will be up very as soon as this stream has ended. Boo! What are you booing today, Ghost Rider? How you doing, buddy? Welcome, welcome. Oh, finally something that I might watch. I mean, it's just like talking about what's happening, really, Ivan. But I mean, what is it you're confused on? That's the main thing. I mean, it's just kind of straightforward, realistically speaking. But yeah, hope everyone's having a good day today. And it's crazy you don't watch all the videos. That's kind of crazy, if you ask me. Hegemon League on main game is bugged, by the way. More than 30 people could join? No way, really. I think that could also happen over here. I mean, there's only 21 that have showed up and 16 that have showed up here. But when we played last week, they had 31 on here. So I think that it's bugged on both. Mamich, hello. How you doing today? But Corrupted, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? How are you? Oh, that was the wrong one.
The Central Plaza will reopen in 3 minutes.
Oh my god, you can hear my dogs yapping. Let's have a look here. This 16th winner quals is the quarterfinals. Wait, is that what we're in now? I actually don't know what we're in right now, Mamich, if I'm honest with you. Yo, what's up, Pumpkin? How you doing today, dude? Welcome, welcome. How's everyone's day today? I only didn't watch the Lady Shadow testing, and why is that? Why did you not watch the Lady Shadow testing? I'm curious. Yo, what's up, Legacy? How you doing, buddy? Welcome, welcome. Happy gaming day, everyone. Let's go, Jan. How's your day been today, Jan? Hope you guys are all well. Because I couldn't get her anyways. Yeah, but it's nice to know what you're going against, you know? Just dominated our Warbound was fun as fuck. We're unfortunately not in Warbound. I wish we could go into the Warbound, but I'm guessing, are you in Rookie, or are you in the Rookie servers Legacy still or not? I actually don't know. We've got 6 minutes left of this. We'll be back in Iceland, guys. We were going against Rusi. They put up a great fight. Hey, what's up, Anthony? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Oh, you're in the Rookie? Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Unfortunately, we were very, very, very shy of reaching the, what's it called? The qualifications. I'm great, thank you, Jan. I'm great, thank you. Today, obviously, we're just waiting for this 5 minutes, or technically 4 minutes remaining on here, and we'll be able to jump back into the Iceland level 4.
The battle for the Central Plaza is over.
Mamich, I beat them by a large margin. Let's freaking go, Mamich. What did you need left to qualify? We just needed more power. We didn't have enough members. We're only our alliance. Bless me. My alliance, guys, is only what? Is it 12 billion? So we needed 13.8 billion to qualify. So we just didn't have enough members, unfortunately. You need the full 45, basically. Ooh, have I still got to do? I do. Okay. I guess we just do a wall. Let me upgrade a wall quickly. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. We've upgraded a wall. Beautiful. Now, I think we don't currently have any more. But we need one more wall. So I don't know if we could do another wall, though. Now you just got to hope that they keep joining up, though, buddy. I don't think so. We'd have to grow as an alliance, which... That's what I said, like, these sort of events, they don't make sense. They don't make sense because they don't... So, like, for example, you can only have 30 members, right? And they're taking... The power you need to join is the combined power of all 45 members. But what they should do is they should make it so that the combined power is only for the 30 members and the extra isn't counted. and it should only take the 30. The way it's, instead of like it being oh they'll put all the weak players as the main and then have all the strong players as reserves. No, it will take the top 30 members, like biggest power, and that's their ranking. And then, you know, even if they don't have the biggest ranking power in there, they, you know, they're in reserves, whatever. Like, that's how they should do it. They should do it so that the top 30 people are the ones that count towards it, not the reserves. The reserves shouldn't fucking matter because they're not playing technically. It's only 30 playing at once, even though it's technically broken and apparently you can have loads of people. But that's how they should do it. And if they'd done that, we would have qualified 100%. But yeah, this thingy here is definitely taking its time. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough to reach, but let's go find out. Oh, there you go. Did we manage to get any goodies? Let's find out. 27 kills. Let's go. They do make sense in my opinion. The purpose of these sort of events is to push people to bigger teams. And since in this event only 90 per alliance can participate, it only makes people spread teams more. No, but what I'm saying, Crutch, is it doesn't make sense how they've made it so that all 45 people count towards it. That doesn't and shouldn't make sense, you know? That shouldn't be how it works in any way, shape, or form, in my personal opinion. But yeah, guys, here we are. We're in the Iceland L4 right now. The middle is... well, the fort's opened, and now we're up to this sort of middle bit here. Obviously, how long till this bit here opens? How long we got? This has only just opened up yesterday or the day before, so 6 days left yet. But no, the event itself is fine, but it's the way in which they get the power towards those specific members I think needs to be reworked a little bit. So, how is everyone's Sunday so far? Obviously, guys, I know it is obviously a non-L4 weekend, which means most people aren't too interested. But I'm curious on what everyone's thought is on the new Iceland map. What do you guys think of it? Obviously, we've got the ocean strikes and the coastal defenses, which means it does give off those the vibes of what's it called? What's that map? What's the map called, guys? I generally have forgotten. Alexandria. So it gives off Alexandria vibes with that, but it also obviously gives off the Moscow vibes with the fact that you can go around all of the like you could go on the outside and you can go around them all, which I think is obviously kind of good, but at the same time it's weird. It's like it is a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm honest with you, it doesn't really make too much sense, but it's weird that, like, I don't know, for me, it's weird that you have these abilities for the coastal defense. I feel like we don't need the coastal defenses on all the maps, but I'm assuming they're gonna be on every map moving forward. It feels cluttered when you see it all, but maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, we got a week now until the new thingy. So, guys, this is going to be my new setup going into the next L4. And then I'll also be swapping this bomber out, and I'll be getting another fighter. And then I'll also be getting a Liberty bomber. So I'll be getting a Liberty bomber and another fighter, and I can switch between 2 fighters or a fighter and a bomber. So that's kind of cool. This is also my new and updated Navy. Obviously, this naval unit here, it's a very weak unit. It's like 6 million. It's not going to do much, but it's just something that's just going to sit there and basically do nothing. But this is my main unit. Obviously, this is fine. But yeah, so I'm excited. It's going to hopefully be a nice little L4. My old account has also had a big update with its units and stuff. If they did the power of the strongest 30 of the teams, it wouldn't really push people to bigger teams. The thing is, though, you say it wouldn't push people to bigger teams. Like, it doesn't necessarily... Like, you don't need to be in a bigger team. Like, let's be real. If we had 45 members, we would have qualified. 100%. You don't need to be in bigger teams, Corrupted. We was 1 billion short. 1 to 2 billion short with only what we have. So if we was in 45, 100% we are getting there. Because we would have got there with just 100, like, people with 150 mil. So if we had people with 400 mil, we're getting there with a couple of members. So 100%, I don't think you necessarily need to make it to make it into a bigger team just to qualify, if I'm honest with you. Like, to qualify for the opening stages, that's what I'm referring to. Cookie, Guten Tag, Guten Abend, V-Gates. Your navy is a disaster? Oh no, why? Yeah, but that's the point. Pushing people to bigger teams and stopping this 30-40 member teams for L4s. But the thing is, you say stopping the... It's not going to stop this, though. Let's be honest. Like, Hegemon in general is fucking boring. It was great when it came out. 100%, I will agree. It was fun for a while. But people... It got boring real quick, real fast. Nothing new. Like, they needed to keep updating it. Keep new things. New maps for the... Like, why have we not had a new map for Hegemon? It's been the same map since it came out. Like... It's all well and good them making these new things, but it's the same thing, and it gets very boring, like. So, yeah. Your Navy 0? You guys, you need to work on Navy. S, how you doing today, buddy? The new Battlefest music is far better than the original game music itself. It's Ibiza all day long. I have my music turned off, buddy. I don't have music on. Yeah, it's not going to do that probably, but it's what Liv has tried to achieve. I mean... Lilith are doing stuff very wrong then, I guess, Corrupted. It's the same goal as Braves Pass and Paramount. I mean, Braves Pass didn't even do much. And if I'm not mistaken, Braves Path Season 2 is the exact same rewards. Unless they just haven't updated it properly. But, I mean, you've got Braves Path Season 2 over here. Where is it? Is it over here yet? I know you got a Road to Valor. Maybe Braves Path isn't over here yet. Okay, so Braves Path isn't over here, but yeah. So yeah, I don't know, man. To me, it just feels like they're not trying hard enough. But yeah, that Braves Path, you just need to play 1L4 and it was done for, you know? Like, and if anything, so I actually talked to Mag about this in a video that's coming up soon. Braves Pass pushed everyone to a bigger teams, but it wasn't real bigger teams. It was just Legendary League with a bunch of Gold League members. It wasn't real level, like, it wasn't a real Legendary. So, like, it didn't do anything. If anything, it probably pushed people away because they're like, oh, well, I've played Legendary now and it's fucking shit because we're just fighting whales. Like, do you know what I mean? So if anything, I genuinely believe, Corrupted, that's gonna... The way they done it was pushing people away from Legendary. Lilith should come over with the option of reset in the officers. I done so many mistakes when I first started. It's a strategy game. You're gonna make mistakes. There is an officer swap event coming. We don't know yet how it's going to work. They don't quite... I mean, no one knows yet how it's going to work, whether it's like you swap one skill for another skill. If you swap an entire officer for an entire officer, maybe you can only swap a certain amount of officer statues worth of skills into someone else. We don't quite yet know how it's going to work. But I disagree. I do not think... I think it's a bad idea. I think Lilith doing an officer swap, an officer reset, is a very bad idea. At the end of the day, it's a strategy game, and you need to be smart and calculated with your decisions you make. You know, if anyone could just jump on the game, awaken an officer, and now, oh, it's a bit old now. Oh, let me just reset it and get a newer one. Everyone's always going to have the best of the best. It's a strategy game for a reason. There needs to be planning when it comes to who you're awakening. So I disagree. I think an officer swap, an officer reset is a bad idea. It completely dilutes the purpose of the game. In my opinion. That's just my opinion. Obviously, everyone has different opinions when it comes to that sort of thing. But at the end of the day, it's a strategy game. So I think that people should not suffer for making the wrong decision, but like people should put more work into thinking about what they're going to be doing. You know, if anyone could just go on, get an officer and be like, nah, it's not for me. Let's get rid of it, reset it. Now I'm going to go get the better one that's just came out. It's kind of, I think it's really, I think it's really bad idea. But it's you know, everyone has different opinions. They should make it able to switch to universal statues. What do you mean, sorry, Ivan? According to what it says on the roadmap, you're allowed to swap one officer's skill levels to another for a certain amount of resources. Ah. Okay. The entire idea of this game is you make your officer choice and you have to deal with it. It's such a dumb idea from Lilith. I mean, Lilith did say they're never going to do it, and yet they did it. So, I'm not sure. Yo, what's up, Walker? How you doing today? Well, the battle report showing the exact officer setups is diluted the game too. I mean, I agree, and I also said that I think that's a bad update. I did agree that saying I think that it's nice to know where the damage came from, but we don't need to know all of the information. I feel like it's too much information, you know, at that point. It should be a strategy game, but at the same time, you know, it doesn't give you the information of, well, this guy has X amount of extra firepower because he has X amount of extra collection buffs and stuff like that. So we're getting, like, I could see that, this guy defeated me with this setup. I put this setup on, and he still defeats me. Well, how does that make sense? We have the same setup. Surely, you know, so it doesn't give you all the information, and that's the problem. It's people will see that, oh, I died to this. That's probably what I should run. They then go and put that on, and they still get fucked, and it's like, well, what am I doing wrong? So there needs the fact that they've given us more information but still not enough, it's like, it's weird in my personal opinion. So by that idea, I can't just swap everything off an officer and get an I got from officer missions. I doubt it. Where corrupted? What are you referring to? In the battle report. So if I do a battle report, you can see the information difference. I mean, I can't see anything here. Oh, it's a raven. That's why. So if I go here, I'm able to. What could I see? I see this information, but I don't see any other information. I don't see... This is the information I see, but it doesn't tell me everything else. Like, it tells you, like, the parts. It tells you the firepower of this unit, but it doesn't tell you where they're getting that firepower from and stuff. Like, it doesn't give you every bit of information, is what I'm saying. But yeah, and I think that's the thing. I think that's the problem, Corrupted, is it's not enough. It's not enough. Like, they shouldn't be giving away all of that information. It's like, you sit there, you put time and work into your build, the fuck does it matter where they get the firepower from? Because it matters. Like, am I going to be that strong if I get my tech done? No, because he's getting a fuckload extra from other stuff that he's paid for. So no matter what you do, like, this is the thing, like, it's one of those things that, like, we don't need all of that information. We don't need to know what, additional skills someone's running and that. It's too much information that's not needed, and it takes the strategy out of the game. In my personal opinion, I think it ruins the strategy part of the game. Oh, Cake Buster's back. Oh, no. The thing is, I hate this Cake Buster thing because you have to do it to get rewards. Like, you've got to do it to get the rewards because the rewards are, somewhat decent. But it's just annoying having to actually do it. It's like, it just takes too much time. Showroom's still the same as ours, though, that we're currently running. I need to get a drink. Oh. But yeah, guys, is everyone looking forward to the Iceland or not? Is everyone looking forward to Iceland? And does anyone have any questions regarding Iceland? Is there anything you want to see? Please let me know. Do you just have a fridge next to your setup? I have 2 fridges next to my setup. I will show you now. So this is my Red Bull fridge, and then below the Red Bull fridge is another. It's sitting. So the Red Bull fridge, is sat on top of another fridge. Yeah. Why you need 2? Well, I had one originally. I had a fridge originally. It's obviously it has all my like drink in there, and then my dad uses it as well. And then Red Bull sent me this fridge, so I'm not gonna say no to a Red Bull fridge. What's the best ever setup for a BM? A BM being rocket launcher. But yeah, I mean, Red Bull sent me the fridge, so obviously I'm gonna keep it. I'm not just gonna not take a free Red Bull fridge, you know? With... So you just never leave your setup. I mean, I don't have a toilet in here, if that's what you're asking. So best setup for a rocket launcher, I mean... Ooh, Mr. Man. You're 9.2. Okay. So, with regards to the rocket launcher, realistically, you do want some form of third... What's it called? Like extra grid. So it starts with 3. Best option would be to get either Antonina or Lady Liberty, Madame Vindicta, someone that has extra range on it, preferably. And then, for example, the new officer here, Frostfire, he's very good because he offers the ability to, as soon as you fire, have a chance to deal extra damage. Same with Saber of the Nation, he's also really good. But yeah, I mean, this setup here with Frostfire and Lady Liberty is very, very strong. Of course, I might not keep my rocket launcher. I might end up going and getting a... what's it called? A thingamabob. I don't know what it's called. My brain's not working right now. I might end up going and getting another sort of howitzer. I don't know yet if I want to have the 2 or 3 Howies, or if I want to have the 2 Howies and a rocket launcher. In a base-to-base situation, having a rocket launcher is very, very helpful. But at the same time, you know, dealing damage to a base, I will do more damage to a base if I had three Howies, for example. My rocket launcher is usually Lady and Saber. Yeah, so Saber's a very good option. Whether you have Lady Liberty, whether you have Antonina or something like that, it's not too much of a problem. Maybe you want a bit of a stronger howitzer, so you'd keep Lady Liberty on your Howie. It's up to you, realistically. But yeah, the only problem with the rocket launcher is it is a very squishy, and it is a very, like, easily bombable unit. It's a very easily bombable unit. That's the only problem with it. What am I hearing, Agent? How you doing, Agent P? Is Darkwing even good? Never see anyone using him, even WoWs. Darkwing is very good, and you will see most WoWs using him. So, I'm not sure, Panda, where you're getting that from, but Darkwing is very, very strong. But the problem is, the problem with air units is you have to have a tanking air unit as well as an offensive one. If you have just one offensive plane, you need to have someone tanking for you. So yeah, I mean, obviously in a 1v1 situation, Darkwing is going to do nothing against this setup. You know, if you have, no matter who you have, Darkwing's not going to beat these two in a setup. But if you're not in a 1v1, Darkwing is very strong. If he's able to get damage out, his damage output is the best on the game. But that's the problem, is it's only best if it's not being attacked. So, yeah. You said you're lacking a toilet in your setup. I mean, that is true, Agent, but I could go downstairs for the toilet. But if I want to quickly grab a can of Red Bull, I got my trusty fridge here. It's okay. I mean, and we also get delivered every month some Red Bull, so I can't complain. Definitely not going to say no to that, demons. If your air tech is bad, getting a damaged jet is the best option to help the Alliance, in my opinion. Yeah, if your tech is bad, then for sure you do need an offensive jet. But at the same time, if your tech is bad, you shouldn't be getting Darkwing. So, you know what I mean? Hello, Lindsay. How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a beautiful day today. For base to base, can't you just play that Siege Howie to counter, you know, pull out and pop ability? What do you mean, sorry, Panda? Not sure what you mean there, sorry. But don't get me wrong, if you've got Darkwing, you should be working on... I mean, to be fair, guys, I've been saying this now to most people. Air tech is vital. You need air tech. The moment you've done your first... as soon as you've completed your first modern tech, air tech has to be priority. You 100% should be working on your air tech. If you're not working on air tech, you're doing something wrong. It's that simple. Say no to what? Well, the free Red Bull fridge and the free monthly resupply of Red Bull, Demon. You heard the upcoming lounge bomb officer? Of course, Lindsay, of course. The video is actually ready to go up whenever the update hits. You were talking about using the rocket launcher in a base-to-base, but can't you run 3RT and just use speed cast on the skills instead of rocket launcher? You can, Panda, but it's not going to be any good. The problem is... Okay, so that even if you are doing skill... Even if you're running, like, a speed casting skill on a Howie, for example, even if I was to put his skill on here and make it 5 seconds to go off... Is it 5 or 6? I mean, it's 6 seconds, right? Yeah, 6 seconds to go off... In a base-to-base situation, people are not going to be always attacking using their skills. They will just do the little tap-tap bullshit. And that tap-tap bullshit is not, in any way, shape, or form, you're not going to be able to counter that with free Howies. You need something that shoots quicker than the unit that's next to you. So if someone's built next to me, so let's just say No Face is building next to me, the moment he brings his Howie out, I can attack it with my rocket launcher. My rocket launcher will go off before his Howie. There is no ifs, there is no buts. It's 2 seconds versus 4 seconds. So to counter the tap-tap bullshit, hello, say hi to my fucking rocket launcher. You ain't doing that to me. It's that simple. There is ways to counter it if someone has a rocket launcher. So for example, let's just say he has a rocket launcher, and the moment I get my Howies out, he starts attacking me with his rocket launcher. I can go behind my base, pre-charge so that I have my skill shot, and basically get my units out as my skill shot is ready to go. Then my skill shot will fuck up his rocket launcher. But again, even if that is how you play it, you know, there's a lot of things you need to do. You have a much higher chance of surviving the tap with the thingy, because at the same time, if you're watching someone else do like pre-charge their Howie, you could pre-charge your Howie. You now also have the ability and the time to pre-charge your Howie. But if they are pre-charging their Howie before you're pre-charging, and then you only have three Howies, it's going to be a lot harder for you to get into that situation. Okay, a lot harder. What's good to get killed by a guy using 3 rocket launchers? I mean, rocket launchers in general still are decent, but you know, air tech isn't a must for everyone, to be honest. It's important, yes, but going full-on ground units can work as well. Yes and no, Corrupted. The thing is, right, the time it takes you to complete advanced air tech versus the time it takes you to complete a modern of another ground unit, it's not worth it. The air tech is much quicker. Sure, it costs a little bit, but it's still quicker than doing an entire modern ground. And you're going to get just as much benefits towards your ground units, all your ground units. In fact, you'd get more benefits towards your ground units than you would from doing a modern tech. So you get it quicker and more. And then you've also now got good air tech as well, which means the moment you have an air unit, which, let's be honest, everyone should have an air unit, your air unit's going to be just as good. So theoretically speaking, even if you don't have an air unit right now, and you've mastered one of your ground modern techs, you should work on your air tech, because your air tech will get you more for your ground that you already have. And then eventually, you'll then have a good air tech for when you get your air unit. So I disagree when you say that you should, you know, it's not for everyone. It should be for everyone. It should be what you focus on. But I know some guys running any combination 2 techs of tank and arty and infantry that are very effective. No, I'm not saying it's not bad. It's still a good option. But now, when it comes to air, he's completely useless, you know? And also, it's just one of those things where it's not needed. You don't need to have 2 ground techs at our stage of the game. Obviously, when you're a whale, that's a different story. You're a whale for a reason. But at our stage of the game, it's much more beneficial. It's much more beneficial to get the air tech than it is to get 2 ground modern techs. Well, you need ground units, so it doesn't matter what you get, but you also need air units. Having both is crucial. It's very crucial. Not at all. Not at all. You're getting that completely wrong there, Corrupted. That's a negative. Nothing to do with AFK. I'm on about in general as an individual. You'll get more benefit towards all of your units by doing air than what you would by just doing modern on both. You'll also get those benefits a lot quicker. And you'll make your overall power and defense stronger for everything all around. Well, that's because, Demon, you went with the wrong units. You went, not units, officers. Also, by the way, Demon, with the 7 months. Thank you for the membership for 7 months. I really appreciate it. You are looking more rejuvenated and fresh. From when? From when, buddy? From when? More rejuvenal and fresh from when, sir? No, I think all it is, I just done my hair. I just put my hair up. And I'm very tired. I had some sleep, but I'm still very tired. Yeah, of course you need air, but it's just have a little plane to bomb enemies or play behind the big jets, you're fine. You have tank RT or infantry RT, you'll specialize more in base to base. I know, but I feel like you're not fully understanding where I'm trying to come from. I'm always dead inside. That's true. Jumped up from S1 to Gold 3, refined component famine. So it is a big jump. It is a big jump going from 8.1 to 9.0. I do think that they need to work on how their restricted works, if I'm honest with you. I actually talk about, I've got a video coming out, I don't want to say the word soon, because I don't know how soon it is. It could be a couple of weeks, it could be 3 or 4 weeks, I don't know. But I brought out I've just recorded a video with Mag, where we talk about restricted, actually. Towards the end of the video, we talk about the fact that restricted isn't even really restricted. It needs to work better. It needs to work better, if I'm honest with you. Release it in 2 months when I can't watch it. Wait, what do you mean when you can't watch it? What am I hearing? What am I hearing right now? By the way, guys, for all of you beautiful people in the chat, can we get everyone to headbutt the like button, please? Can everyone in this chat right now headbutt the like button? I'd really, 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 really appreciate it. Phantom and Agarani work pretty well. Phantom's okay, but he will lose the fight to everyone, basically. Like, Phantom doesn't win fights. In 1v1 situations, Phantom just doesn't win. If I'm honest with you. He's okay, but he doesn't really win much. Gimme, hello, welcome. How you doing today, buddy? Welcome to the stream. I don't know why everyone's hating on Bladewing. I think Bladewing is actually... Like, if you was to say to me, would you rather have Bladewing or Phantom? I would rather have Bladewing, 100%. Like, he does deal more damage, and he also offers that slow burn if they ever do start to run away. Like, a lot of people hate on Bladewing, but he's actually not bad. I'll share your live to my team chat. Thank you so much, Andre. Thank you. Guys, could everyone share the live to their friends, to their server, to their alliance? And could everyone also potentially hit the like button, preferably by headbutting the like button? That'd be a really good option. Headbutting it. Gently, though. I don't want anyone getting concussed. Gently headbutt. Gently. It isn't that he's bad for damage jet. You basically need Jockey these days. True. I mean, the thing is, though, like, Jockey is very good, but I think we're at that stage in the game, though, Corrupted, where if you don't have her right now, I wouldn't go and get her. That's the problem. We've got Gen 5 officers coming out right now. Okay? Gen 5 officers. The new Gen 5 officer is going to be better than Jockey, okay? So I would honestly say if you currently do not have her, it's not someone I would go and get. if you don't need her. Gen 5 isn't that big a jump to Gen 4. But it's still better. So why would you go and get... That's the problem. I notice a lot of people are always chasing old officers. There's so many people, like, even now, there's so many people that come to me and ask me, and I'm not going to say any names or anything, but there is people to this day, like, this week, that have messaged me saying, oh, I've got this, this, and this. Do you reckon I should go and get Argent Flame? Do you reckon I should go and get Stinger? Do you... And, like, they have a full setup, right? They have they have 2 officers awakened on every unit, and they ask me, should I go and get this older officer? Why? You don't need it. Why? Guys, save your statues and wait for when you need a new officer. You don't need to get it. It's not a need. I get that, Corrupted, but what I would do, I think it's a better option for you to just save up and wait, like, save statues for when you need stuff. Like, yes, eventually maybe it might be a better option, but as of right now, like, it's until you know what's coming, it's probably better to wait, in my opinion. I think people jump into conclusions to get older things is not needed. Phantom with Nagarani can kill most tank fighter. That's never gonna happen. If you've got Nagarani and Silver Fox, which is a tank fighter, that will demolish Phantom and Nagarani. It will demolish it. Because Nagarani and Silver Fox, which is, as you said, a tank fighter, that demolishes Nagarani with Jockey, and Jockey is 1 billion times stronger than Phantom. You say that Jockey is miles ahead of all the damage officers. She is better, but if you already have someone, for example, like myself, I've already got Silver Comet. Yeah, I'm not saying she's not as good as Silver... Like, I'm not saying that Silver Comet is as good as Jockey, but it's not to the point where it's so far ahead. Take care, Demon. So I also Zero, hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing today, buddy? I do disagree with that, Surfing, that Phantom and Nagarani will not be able to kill any tank officer, really, tank fighter. If it's an okay, like, if it's this 2 pair in here, it won't beat it. They need to ban me? Why do they need to ban me? What have I done, Demon? What have I done? No, and I know that. I know that. I'm not saying that, Corrupted. I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing with you. C-Lil, hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing today, buddy? What I'm saying is it's not urgent that I upgrade to that point. I don't need to waste officer statues as of right now. I need to keep saving and wait for the new stuff. Yes, TY, we're back in my alliance now, thankfully. Hi, Soul. How you doing today, buddy? My red heat, you literally have a fucking... You've been given a free mini whale account. You don't need my units, my stuff. Is Margarita and Lady Shadow going to be a good combo? I mean, yeah. I don't see why it wouldn't be a good combo. I think it'll be a decent combo. Obviously, right now... Right now, obviously, Heli isn't the strongest, but it will be getting a buff in sometime in the near future. Right now, Repair Shadow is the best combo for any tank, excluding the Super Heavy that doesn't involve a Lounge Officer, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I haven't tested, but Repair Shadow, maybe Madam Havoc and Shadow might be a better option. On an MB, that is, not a light tank. Obviously, light tank Repair would win. I haven't tested, so I don't know. I haven't seen any tests. I was going to make a multi-heli for the pen base defense and also to support my MBT in the field. Flying, are they really that bad? They are really bad right now, Zero, but they will get a buff eventually. You reckon Havoc will be slightly worse? Well, the thing is, you say that, but what you need to look at, though, Rapier, I'm not saying he's not strong, he's very good, especially on a light tank. He has 1500 coefficient, but he also increases the crit strike for normal attacks. Now, do MBTs crit or do they pen? I'm pretty sure MBTs don't crit. They might, but I think it's a lot less chance than a light tank, for example. Now, when it comes to here, firepower, 50% firepower, it is what it is. And then over here, you've got normal attack boost, which is good, and the critical strike rate again. So that's another. So that's what, because this here is 20% and then 20. So you got 40% crit chance, and then here you've obviously got the damage intensity, right? Corrupted. You say all units crit. So do Howies crit? Because I've never seen. The thing is, whenever you've got an MBT in the field or whenever you've got Howies in the field, you never see it come up saying crit. Now, my question is, Corrupted, do MBs never say crit, right? Never. MBs never say crit. So, do they crit or not? Do they just crit but without telling you they crit? That, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you know if they crit or not? So why does it never tell you crit? That's what I want to know. Why do a light tank, when a light tank attacks, it comes up crit, 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 crit. But when a MB attacks, it never says crit. Never. It's never. It does not say crit. It will say pen, but it will never say crit. So how do you know when an MB is critting? That's the problem. How often? So when it comes to that, for example, now if you take a look at her, she has 1800 coefficient with an extra 25%, and if awakened, she does the extra 10 stacks of 90, so extra 900. So she does like, what, 3k coefficient damage. She then has 40% firepower, which is only 10% less than Rapier. She has a lot more defense, which will keep her alive a lot more, which also then means she's then going to be dealing more output on that start. And then she has 20% damage intensity. So it would be a really, really, really close one. It'd be a really close one. That's really strange because I've never seen it. I've literally never in my life. Like, I mean, even with my old account, the amount I've played on my old account with fighting, never have I seen an MB hit a crit. So it must be so fucking rare though that basically makes thingy kind of pointless. Or, you know, when it comes to an MB, I mean, I'll do the test. I'll do a test between Madam Havoc and Lady Shadow and Rapier and Lady Shadow, and I'll see who does better on an MBT. How am I still a member? I haven't watched any of your streams in like 2 or 3 months. You probably gifted a membership, Demon. Joku, hello, how are you doing today? Welcome. If you look at Lady Shadow video of her, you can see it shows crit and pen on MB. Yeah. It's just really rare then. I'm on a new server with the 75-day all heroes will be released. Does that pretty much make Gen 1 to Gen 3 officers worthless? Yes. Would you just save all statues for Gen 4 and 5 officers? Yes. 100%. If I was to make a new account right now, I would 1,000,000,000% not even bother with the older officers. Just work on the new ones. Save up statues, get the new ones. It wouldn't be very good testing Corrupted. We have different... Like, you have so much collector level buffs. I have 0 because I don't have any skins on my old account. I also don't have a proper offensive build. I have a more defensive build. So, like, there's so many things that it wouldn't work Corrupted. It just wouldn't work. Maybe I could do some sort of video along that line, Joku. You also have thingy tech, right? You have blue tanks Corrupted or not? Hello, Alex. I don't know how Iceland's gonna work yet. Obviously, on this server, it's very different to what every other server has. But the restrictions here are... Where is it? Yeah, so this is what the restrictions are gonna be for... when it comes to Iceland. So no, it's gonna raise to 160, but it's staying at for gold 2, gold 3. It's staying the same. Corrupted. Do you? Oh yeah, you said yeah. Sorry, I didn't see that. This will take some super high discipline, and everyone around you will appear to be stronger as you get a new officer. You'll shit on everyone. Exactly. So that's the thing. Like a lot of people, I think that's the problem with all of these newer servers. Is well, here's the thing. It used to be 150 days before you could get the newer officers, but they changed it to 75. Now that they've changed it to 75, you should 100% just save up. 75 days is literally enough to awaken an officer. Like, that's just over 2 months, but that's at our level. So at that level, you probably won't even have enough to awaken an officer within 75 days. So for that first 75 days, while someone's working on an old level Gen 1, Gen 2 officer, you're going to be saving up that whole time, and then you're going to get a really good one, and they'll just about have a shit one. But Repair Phoenix is a mixture, but it's a hybrid between skill and thingy. Yeah, she's available from day one. So, yeah, Lady Shadow is kind of what you should work on. If you're a new account now, Lady Shadow is who you should be working on, really. Like, let's be honest. Oh, Phoenix, sorry. I don't know why. I thought you meant Havoc. I don't know why. Well, of course, but she's a... Phoenix is going to shit on anyone anyway. I thought you meant someone else. I didn't think you meant Still Phoenix. My bad, my bad. I didn't read it properly. Corrupted. But yeah, no. So, Phoenix, though, is obviously an exclusive lounge officer. It's going to shit on almost anyone anyway. Can't get Lady Shadow because level 10 bunkers haven't showed up on our server yet. Ah, okay, okay. I mean, I'd still just save statues. Just save your statues up, Joku. Save your statues up, buddy. Yeah, no, it's only level 6. You don't need level 10. It's level 6 bunkers, Joku. You need 10 level 6 bunkers.
Oh, tell me more.
Need to do Angel of Light. No, don't do Angel of Light. Save your statues. There will be a new tank officer eventually for the infantry. Do not get any Gen 1 officer at this stage in the game. There's no point. Why Lord of Order? What do you mean, Demon? Lord of Order, sorry. Low-key, when I made a fresh start account, I opened Vanguard Camp, gold calculus, and a jurisdictional data, and focus tech on industry farm for 3 to 4 months. Nice, okay. Scopes is holding onto Infantry Dream. I'm not holding on to it. It's gonna happen. It's just when. It's in the pipeline. They're working on it, but how long is it gonna take? I don't know. But I already started. On her. She is my main. I mean, you just asked the question, Joku, about should you be getting older officers or not, and the answer is no. You should be saving your statues. Save your statues. Save your statues. Get newer officers, not older ones. But yeah, you should have level 6 bunkers. But I feel like they won't release the officers which give base officer skill resist anymore. What do you mean, sorry? Base officer skill resist anymore? What do you mean, sorry, Lindsay? You mean as in, like, You mean as in, like, defense officers? They'll come out with newer and better defense officers, 100%. They'll come out with new base defense officers. So, for example, right, for example, okay, you've got, where's Steel? Where is she, right? 720 statues to get 30% resistance to skill damage, okay? Or you get Vox, you get 180 statues, okay, a quarter of the cost, and you get 30% resist to everything. That's 30% resist to skills, 30% resist to normal attacks, 30% resist to everything for 180 statues, or you spend 720 statues for 30% to just the skill shots. What's a better option? I'm letting you know now, 1 trillion%. That's a better option. $1 trillion%, that's a better option.
Before we set out, take some time to appreciate the beauty around us.
Are any of the Navy officers that are out now exclusive? Yes. We do have an exclusive Navy officer. It is Still Commodore. She is exclusive lounge. But I have been told that she is actually extremely strong. Extremely strong. So on paper, she doesn't seem anything too fancy. She seems good. I'm not saying she doesn't. She does obviously look pretty good, but apparently in person, she's even stronger than you could imagine. So, yeah. No, I doubt it. Recently, they so far released field officers and... Lindsay, I mean, what you're saying doesn't make sense. This is a Gen 4 officer. It is literally an upgraded Still. What you're saying makes no sense. This is a Gen 4 officer that was an upgraded Still fighter. Still fighter is Gen 2. Vox is Gen 3. So they had a Gen 2 defense officer, a Gen 3 defense officer, a Gen 4 defense officer. They've had one for each gen when it comes to base protection. So when you say that they haven't come out with anything recently, they've had one for every single gen so far. So what you're saying, Lindsay, in my personal opinion, makes no sense. They've literally had one for every single gen. They will come out with a Gen 5 officer that has some form of base protection. Will it be that much of an upgrade? Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, I mean, you've also got Stinger, but that's built into the... that's more built into the... What's it called? And it's only 5%, let's be honest. It's 5%. Nah, I wouldn't really say that he's a yeah. He protects it by 5%. But then that means that this guy here, you've also got him, which offers 10% garrison resist. You've also got Thorn. She offers 10% normal attack resist to the base. And she also offers the base shield to the base. Lindsay, people complain all the time. Lilith don't give a fuck about complaining. People are gonna complain about everything. But yeah, I very much disagree with what you're saying. I'm pretty sure they will come out with more base stuff. Because if they just make all of the units stronger and they don't make bases stronger, everyone's going to become one-shot. You know, no one's going to want to play a game if you're one-shot. It's pointless. It's stupid. So if they're going to make the units stronger, they need to make the bases stronger. What's the best way to make a base stronger? Get an officer that's going to make your base stronger, you know? Sure, you could upgrade your walls, you could upgrade your tech, you know, but at the end of the day, you still need to have those officers. They're going to have to bring out officers that match the energy of those offensive and field units. It's the way the world works. That's why metas are a thing. When modern units first came out, the MBT was so strong, it demolished everything. They buffed the helicopter. They buffed the light tank. Then the helicopters were too strong. They had to rebuff the MBT. They've rebuffed the MBT. Now the heli sucks. Guess what? They're coming out with an upgrade soon to make the heli better. Then the helicopter will probably be very strong. Or what are they going to do? They're going to buff the MBT again. It's a constant cycle of newer and better. If you don't have anything new, okay, if they don't have anything new coming out, you're never gonna, the game's gonna get stale and it's never gonna progress. Back in the day, my MBT soloed bases, yeah, I mean, if you had an MBT rally back in the day, it was a GG to most people. So we need an upgraded Thorn, maybe. Anything. And there will be an upgraded some form of unit that will come out and make everything better. Base shield is so useless. It's only useless if you're not a whale. If you're a whale, it's not useless. It's very fucking overpowered. What's Stinger like on an ATG? It works, but it's not to its full potential. Because the Howie AoE damage is a lot more than what the damage of an ATG is. Oh, for sure. Vox, Still, and Uncle all do more. For sure, for sure. But, for example, if you're a whale, I've seen some whale reports say that they had 100. They didn't, and I can't remember who it was now. But he was very strong in his L4. He didn't use a single SOS. He did not use a single SOS. And his report came back at 132% base HP before he died. He had over 10k kills. It was like 18k kills on his battle report. He had 132% base HP, and he did not use an SOS. That's all because of Thorn kept proccing over and over and over and giving him so much HP. So, yeah, if you are an absolute fucking whale, then it's going to be good for you. You say shitty attack, it's not necessarily a shitty attack because it went to 132%, which means they were still dealing damage. They still dealt the damage. It's just... he was a lot stronger. He was like 150 mil stronger than everyone else. It was just bad matchmaking. It's like, who remembers that fight with, what's his name? What's his fucking name? I have no money. There's a legendary attack that came in. He had 117% base HP. Because he had Thorn on. He didn't use any what's it called? He didn't use any SOSs, and he had 117 billion, and that was insane. Give me an officer on the... an officer on the what, Pops? I don't know what you mean, sorry. Hey, what's up, Warpatch? How you doing, buddy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think I've missed a message here. So, need some officers that can tap the RT. How would you do that, though, Lindsay? It's going to be really hard. And there is officers. It's called use a light tank, use an MBT, use a rocket launcher. There are ways to counter the tap. For the light tank, give me an officer for the light tank. Pops, you need to save your statues, buddy. Save your statues. But yeah, Rapier and Shadow. Rapier and... yeah. El Cartero, Inferno, Raisin Star, Nagarani, Lone Eagle, Dawn Striker, Sky Jockey, Silver Fox, any of these exclusives? No, none of them are exclusives, but you do not want to be getting all of them. You only want to be getting, out of that list, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, 5 out of the 8 are worth using, the others are not worth using. How to counter tap be active? No, because even if you're active and you only have Howies, the tap's still going to be very hard to counter. It's possible, but it's going to be a lot harder to counter if the person doing the tap knows what he's doing. Hi, Demon. Welcome back. I usually get around 20 to 30% additional base health from my Thorn on my Super Heavy. Yeah, I mean, Thorns, but that means you're a WoW then, Walker, because the average person, like, for example, myself, I would only get maybe 3%, 3 to 5%. So it's not worth me using her anymore. .5 seconds. How do you get 5.5 seconds? Shadow is very, very good. Yes, I agree. By the way, guys, we're currently on 22 likes. We have 55 beautiful souls in the stream right now. If we could try and get to maybe 30, or if we're lucky, 35 likes on the stream, I'd really, really appreciate it. Probably damage intensity, if I'm honest with you, Demon. Yo, what's up, JVP? How you doing today, homie? 23 likes. Thank you, though. Thank you, JVP. I really appreciate that. The thing is, though, Surfing, using it at... You're saying that you should use it at 5.5 seconds, right? You're dealing a lot less damage, whereas you could have a Stinger going off at 6 seconds or 7 seconds, and it dealing a fuckload of more damage than what you would at the 5 seconds. Or 5.5 seconds. I was originally going to do 3 infantry, but since the 75-day thing come up, I don't think I'll have enough good heroes to do it. Should I just totally change my strategy? Well, it depends on what sort of account you want to have, Joku. It all depends on the sort of account you want. Guys, welcome everyone into the stream. I really appreciate you all tuning in. Hello, Daisy. It's been a while. How are you? The thing is, though, Surfing, you're kind of wasting out on damage, though. You're wasting out on whatever you're hitting. Did you say firepower is best against bases, though? It's definitely not. Not even close. I feel like JVP hasn't seen my most recent video where we test damage versus firepower. You could have a 50% firepower buff, and it is not as good as a 15% damage intensity buff. Never, ever, ever use firepower unless you physically don't have a damage intensity. If you know your timing, you could also sniper Howie, which is that fast one enemy howitzer. You can do that, Surfing, but you're also reducing the amount of damage again because you're bringing Stinger out of your base, which means you're now doing 25% less damage than what you would be in the base. So you're now dealing even less damage with your AoE than you would be in the base. So now you're dealing crazy less damage. So yeah, I haven't. Was stuck doing exams back and forth when the video came out, so I've been so tired and not getting a chance to see it. It's okay, JVP, but yeah, the fact that your statement with firepower is best for attacking bases is very, very, very wrong. So yeah. How you been, No Daisy? It's been a while. I hope you're well. How much longer are you going to stream? I'm not too sure, Demons. Why? Why, buddy? Why do you ask? Yeah, I'm trying to get my my ATG set up. I may actually do skill trains for Arnie before doing air officers. Ooh. I did the pen damage skill test on my main recently, and the firepower only did 0% more damage, even though I'm at 50% cap from damage buffs on that account. Damn. If your people your own size, you'll never get that. True. Do you think it's worth the new officer a 30% normal attack and 20% skill boost to be used on a light tank when 30% normal attack of Svalin? I mean, who are you currently using on your light tank war patch? Joku, the reason that the alliances will fight each other is to then get the city buffs. So, these things here. So if you own this here, you get these buffs, which you can get even more buffs for you and your members. So therefore, what they will do is they'll try and get it to give out their buffs to other members. What is JVP saying no to? I'm still depending if I want to stick MBT, Marty Howie, and ATG, or have two MBTs, RD and ATG. Ah, so you want to know if you're more field or thingy not? If you already have a level 3 city, why attack a second? To get more buffs, Joku. To get more city titles. You see these titles? To get more city titles, like I just showed you. Was replying to Warpatch, but Shadow's 20% damage and if not in base. Yeah, so the damage one is really, really good. The 30% damage skill is absolutely amazing. So this skill here, guys, where is she? So this skill here is probably the best skill you could get if you are attacking. But if you're in base, this would do more damage. So on an ATG, maybe this would probably be a better option, for example. But if you're on, say, like anything else that's outside dealing damage, then this would be a better option. Both skills are good. But if you're using it on a light tank, I would say just awaken Lady Shadow and use her. Unless, of course, you have, you know, exclusive lounge officers. It's broken. What's broken? You're using Lady Shadow and Repair. Yeah, so if you're using Lady and Shadow and Repair on your light tank, that's the best option. Yo, what's up, Adam? How you doing today, buddy? How are you feeling? Are you rested today, or are you at work today, Adam? You've been working a lot lately. I can't justify awakening Uncle. Uncle's a good officer, but is he needed? It's different on everyone's situation, Zero. Should I return my lib bomber? Pops, we will look at it later on Thursday. On Thursday, we'll go through your account, Pops. Don't do anything until then, okay, buddy? For Arena? I don't do anything for Arena. There's no point. A few extra coins ain't gonna do much. Going down to gold 3 for a break after gold 1. Gonna run double bomber and 2 fighters on an old account. Ooh, okay. You're gonna be getting Wanderlust? What game is Lucy playing? I was a tank main swimming in statues and needed one of his skill training anyway. Okay. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's still a good officer, even if he's just sitting in the base. He offers 40% protection. I mean, it's definitely a good officer. But yeah, guys, we're currently on 28 likes. I feel like getting 50 likes on today's stream will be hard. That is normally the goal, to try and hit 50 likes. So if there is anyone who hasn't already, I'd appreciate anyone who can smash the like button. I only have his Patriot skill maxed. Okay. It demolishes the 40% pen buff in my test. Wait, what one? The skill training, yeah? Oh, you mean the other one, the 30%? Yeah. Sky Jockey or Blade Wing for damage? Pretty sure Sky. Yeah, Sky Jockey for damage, Agent. Yeah, Coin Flip is very good. What skill are you referring to, Demon? Sorry. Oh, the 30% normal attack boost? On what unit, Demons? I've got the big three, the big one, the big target. Let's go. I'm guessing you've got the second biggest target thing corrupted. I can't see because you're on my base. Yeah, you've got the 2. Okay, okay. I got the 4. You've got the 2. Is there one with 3 or not? What's the different sizes, guys? Does anyone know the different sizes? You got 4, which is the biggest in the alliance. What's 2? Is there a way to? Is there a way to see what it looks like or not? I don't think there is, right? I don't have a... Let me go over here. I don't have... Does my old account have more airspace control? There's no way. Dude, how? That's not possible. Everyone in the Alliance should have more than my old account. I don't have a plane, no. How does my old... Because here's the thing, right? Look, if I go to VIP... I don't even have these unlocked. How does my old account have more when it doesn't even have these unlocked? Agent, I've already uploaded a video talking about it. I've already made a video, Agent. If you haven't watched it, that's up to you. But you want to spread out these as much as you can. So, switch hangar, bomber, bomber, bomber. Okay, I need to put a little fighter on. There you go. Ah, so it is 3. Look, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you have... Where is it? Where's my base? I don't know where my fucking base is. I think it's up here, right? Here you go. So, here's the different symbols. Here's the different symbols. They do, but it also takes so much longer, Corrupted, to get there. So much longer. So what you want to do is you want to get all of them. You want to get all of them to level 4, okay? Get all of them to level 4, because that's pretty easy to do. It's very easy to get them to 4. So, get all of them to level 4, then focus on, after that, what you want to do. And spread out these things as well. So, yeah, you definitely want to spread out these ones. The data mining. Spread out the data mining 100%. Getting to 4 is so easy. Getting the halfway point in a modern tree is worth it. Sure. But that's the same as spreading. You're saying to spread out, Corrupted. That's what you're basically saying. But anyway, so yeah, if you have a look here at the different things. So you've got... My main account has 1, 2, 3, 4 spikes. My old account has 1, 2, 3 spikes. And then Corrupted account has 2 spikes. So that's the first, second, third when it comes to it. But, okay, so what you're not understanding, though... Okay, let me show you, Corrupted. Let me show you, right? So, here, for example, right? We're talking... The amount we're talking... Is there a way to see everything? Right. 1% firepower, right? 1% at level 4, okay? Now, let me go over to my other account. You can't reset your stuff, Magic, no. Alright, 1% at level 4. Bearing in mind it's obviously random what skills stuff you get. Level 5 is 4%, right? So yeah, obviously it goes up once you hit thingy, it's a big jump. So realistically, you want to try and get everything to at least level 5. After that, it's going to take a long time. But like level 4, 1.2%, level 3, 1%, right? So you can get 1% on everything towards absolutely everything. But then it also depends on obviously your like tiers as well. Your tiers also matter. You should max out level 4. End of level 4 is 5%. Well, it's not. It's 4%. I've got 4.4%, and that's with the what's it called? This at level 2. So, and at the end of the day, this here, it says, if you read right here, the greater the airspace control difference between two fighters, the more damage it deals. So, it doesn't say how much of a difference it makes. It just says the more you have, the more you deal. I have more than you, so I'm therefore going to deal more damage regardless. And I'll have more protection. I'll have more damage and take less damage. Just from doing it. And the way you level this up is by spreading these out. The data though is what does that mean? Data mining is 50. Yeah, it's 50, yeah. Hello, Crystal. How you doing today, buddy? But, like, for example, here, I'm going to keep going here to get this to level 4. Once this is level 4, I'll then start working on level 5. It's 14.9% at level 8. Damn, thick boy. But you can only get 1 to level 8, and then nothing else is going to have anything else. And then also, what's your airspace control? Well, no, eventually you're going to want to get everything to level 5. Eventually you're going to want to get everything to everywhere. But at the start, it's only 680. Exactly. So he has 680 versus mine 890. Bearing in mind, I've still got more to spend up here, by the way. I've still got more to spend up here. So I will be over 900 by the time I spend these, right? You should get them all to, like, level 3 or something. At least level 2 or level 3. You shouldn't just focus on one only. I mean, you can go to level 3 on each of them if you want, but I don't know. It doesn't take long to go from level 3 to level 4, if I'm honest with you. It does not take long to go from level 3 to level 4. The even levels give HP and firepower. Sure, but what I'm trying to explain is you still want to do you want to do it all. This I got really lucky with, by the way. This was level 1 over here. This was level 1, and I upgraded it, and it went straight to level 3 from level 1. So that kind of got ultra lucky right there. I guess the next thing I'll upgrade is probably this one here. So let's say my Marty is level 7. How many could I have got to gotten? I mean, you could have got all of them level 3, and you could potentially have got, I don't know, like maybe all of them level 4. My lib offense is level 2 and has level 2, level 4, level 6. My lib offense is level 2, but has level 2, level 4, and level 6. What do you mean, sorry? I don't understand what that means, Corrupted. I'm not going to lie. Sure. Ah, okay. I see what you mean now. Because it goes off of your smallest one. Yeah. So, I'm 224. 222. So maybe I work on 232. Maybe I don't do the Liberty one next. I look at whatever 222. So maybe I do this one then, for example. Maybe I'll do this one. I don't know. What do you reckon? Hello, Lennons. How you doing, homie? But I reckon by the time the L4 starts, I will be potentially level 1,000 on the airspace, maybe. Because here's the thing, guys. I'm just getting the stuff from here. This is all I'm getting. I'm just getting the stuff from the VIP store. Uh, 100% zero. 100% is worth getting them from the VIP store, in my personal opinion. Do you think airspace is worth getting into? It's not necessarily that airspace is worth getting into. It's the actual buffs themselves. Like, sure, a lot of people think that this is just for their... A lot of people are saying, "Oh, this is just making your thingies better, your air better," but it's not. All of these buffs go towards your actual units. 100%. This is something everyone should be focusing on getting. 100%. People should be focusing on getting it. But he Corrupted. For me, I am focusing on my planes because I have the strongest planes in the fucking alliance. So that makes sense why I'm doing what I'm doing. Seeing a 400 mil player in a 6 billion alliance is interesting. It's okay. Loving the show, brother. Thank you. In order with these buffs. Let's go, Lennons. Let's go. But I think it depends, like, what you use. Because at the end of the day... Yo, what's up, GK? At the end of the day, though, Corrupted, like, you are using different units. You're not using just one type, you know? I am using Marty defense. I'm using Liberty offense. I'm using Marty offense. I'm using Vanguard offense. I'm using Vanguard defense. I'm using almost everything. Like everyone is using everything. So in that term, spreading a little bit isn't going to be a problem. My all-time power is 438, but that will go up with the next L4. Because currently, I have not trained this unit yet, and I've not trained this unit. Once I train both this unit and this unit, it will go up to about... Whoa, what? 424 mil, plus a 6 mil boat, which is going to go to about 430. So I'm 430 mil with this trained. And then if I train this this bomber or fighter, whatever it may be, that's going to go up another 20 to 25 mil. So I should go to about 250 mil, 450 mil, I think. No, I 100% agree with you, Corrupted. I will 100% agree with you to the extent of how long it takes. You got to think about how long it takes for you to get to that bit, right? So I think the easiest way for me to explain this, right, is the time it takes you to go from level 1 to level 5 versus getting all of them to level 4 is almost going to be very similar. Very similar. Not quite, obviously, you'll get to the 5 just a bit quicker, but you've now got 4% in one, or I can have 1% in everything. And for a free-to-play player, you're better off doing that. If you're a whale and you want to be focusing on something, and you're going to be spending a lot, buying all the extra stuff, that's a different story. You know, it's a lot easier for you to get to that higher amount quicker. But for someone who's free-to-play and doesn't have a lot of these stuff, it's going to be really, really hard, especially if you're not VIP 18. Because if you're VIP 18, it's going to be even easier. But if you're not, it's going to be a lot slower. Therefore, you're able to then get a bonus in everything instead of just that one bit, you know? Because the time it takes you to get to that one bit being that strong versus everything's a little bit better, you know? Scopes is a WoW? Yeah, I'm definitely not a WoW. How you doing today, GK? Scope secret spending? I don't spend any money on this game now. I don't even have... What's it called? Where is it? I don't even have arms deal anymore. I don't spend money on this game anymore, guys. I haven't realistically for a while. I've just been using the leftover stuff. Maybe I missed something, but why was it not made clear these buff affects all units? It was made clear. It tells you right here. Camp, Liberty, Firepower. It doesn't say Camp, Liberty, Fighters, Firepower, or Camp, Liberty, Air Unit, Firepower. It says Camp, Liberty, Firepower. Camp, Liberty, Training Speed. Base Firepower. Then over here, it says Officer Skill Boost. Damage skill, it tells you what it's doing. Over here, it says certain things. It tells you or Lennons, exactly what each thing is. Your full army lineup is Your full army lineup is crazy. It's getting there. It's getting there, slowly but surely. As I said, I'm excited for the next L4. because it means I'll be able to get rid of this bomber. I'll get a Liberty bomber instead of this bomber. And then I'll also get a second fighter instead of this. So I'll be able to have 2 fighters, or I can have a fighter and a bomber. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. It's going to be fun. I mean, the airspace control is only for the airspace. But this is Operation Network. This is Info Warfare Hub. At no point here does it say it's to do with the air. It's only in this one bit that the airspace control shows you that's anything to do with air. The rest of it is all to do with your Liberty, your Vanguard, your Marty. This is all for everyone. And I did make a video explaining that, Lennons. I made it in a video telling everyone that that is the thing. People need to watch more of the videos. What am I hearing, demons? What am I hearing? No, Alex. I won't be doing that, buddy. And straight to VIP store. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're welcome. Always happy to help, guys. But no, sorry, Alex. I don't do that. But guys, I think I'm going to end the stream here, though. We've had a pretty exciting stream today. Guys, we are currently on 40 likes. What's the chance we can get to 50? Is there a chance we can get to 50 likes before the end of the stream? Is there a chance? We just need 10 more. 10 more beautiful people. Yow. No, the reason I don't advertise people's accounts for sale is, let's just say someone comes to me and says, oh, I'm selling my account. Can you let everyone know? Can you advertise it for me? And I'm like, sure, why not? And I'll be like, guys, this guy's selling an account. Take a look, you know, blah, 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 blah. And then he sells the account, and then a couple of months go past, and the guy's like, you know what? I want to play again. And he does the dirty thing, and he logs back in, changes it all, scams the person. I don't know the person who sold the account, right? I don't know who sold the account. I just advertised it for them. Now they've scammed that person, stole the money. Maybe they're a nice person. They'll give the money back. They'll be like, oh, I want my account back. I'll give you the money back. Sure, maybe that would happen, but most people are not going to do that. They steal the money. Then the guy who went to buy it says, oh, Scopes, you advertise this guy who's selling an account, and he scammed me. Can you help me? Well, no, I can't help you. Because it's nothing to do with me, and I don't know the person. So I don't do anything to do with that. I don't get involved with it. If people want to sell their account, they could do it on their own accord. If people want to buy accounts, they can do it on their own accord. Because at the end of the day, you know... also, advertising will get you banned from sharing your vids in Warpath Discord. Ah, there you go. So, yeah, I mean, it's just... for me, I stick away from it. If people want to... I will give the real Gmail, so cannot recover. But you can recover. At the end of the day, Alex, no matter, like, no matter what you do or say, the person whose original account it is will always have the favor. Adam coming in with the 5 gifted memberships. Guys, if you've been gifted a membership, please say thank you to Mr. Adam. Adam, thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate you. So, no matter what it is, at the end of the day, the original owner always has priority of an account, okay? Because at the end of the day, you could just say to Lily, you could message Lilith, oh, my account has been stolen from me, they hacked my account, I can prove any of the information you need. Guess what? You're going to win that battle back. And it is that simple. So at the end of the day, guys, it's not worth it because, you know, most people are decent human beings. Once they sell an account, they'll forget about the account forever, you know? But there are a lot of people out there that you hear about them scamming on it. And this, I'm not in any way, shape, or form want to get involved in that because at the end of the day, it's your own decision. Nah, you're ending stream because you don't like the fact you spend secretly. Wait, what? Even if in this hypothetical world that I spend secretly, what's that anything to do with me streaming or not? Is Lady Shadow worth adding to base defense? I mean, Lady Shadow's great in she's better in the field than in defense, but she's a very, very, very good officer. How can I prove without the SS from first purchase that what they ask? Anything, any of the information, Alex, it's all available to you. How did you get into Iceland? Yo, what's up, Cap? We're on the Liberation server right now, buddy. We're on Liberation right now. How you doing today, Cap? It's nice to see you, sir. By the way, guys, we just hit 50 likes on the stream. So, seriously, I really appreciate you all. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, on my main account, obviously, we're still here in the L3. Chilling and waiting. Chilling and waiting. Where's the penguins? I know. I have searched for them. I don't see any penguins. No dolphins either so far. I haven't... No dolphin spotting. I went dolphin spot. We found a dolphin last time, didn't we, chat? We found a dolphin last time. But I haven't found any dolphins. No penguins. No nothing, really. It's a shame. No nothing. Can we skip to Hawaii? Penguins don't live in Iceland. Ah, but maybe that's why there's no penguins. Yeah. You saw a killer whale? Oh, shit. Let's go. I won't be able to do any more testing, unfortunately, Ishan. But, I mean, she'll work on an ATG perfectly fine. But she'll work on an ATG perfectly fine. Also, a lot snowier than real Iceland. I know. It should have been called Greenland. This should have been called Greenland, if I'm honest. Yeah, so after Vancouver, guys, after Vancouver, we will have... after Vancouver, we will be... Iceland after Vancouver. We're missing someone, by the way. Who's left the Alliance? I think we're missing someone. No, we're not. We're not. I don't think we're missing anyone. Since I'm on a new server, do I still go Moscow? I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Corrupted is a better person to ask that. Mister, hello. What's the best naval setup? When you say naval defensive setup, do you mean like the units or do you mean the officers? Do you mean defense for your unit attacking a base or you mean defense inside of your base? There's not really much option available right now, but everyone on the same cycle. Okay, so if you're on a new server, you will not have Moscow or any of them old ones, no. Base defense unit-wise. So the best unit damage output is the aircraft carrier. But it also is kind of worse in terms of the fact that bringing it out and putting it back in your base normally locks back onto the same unit. You can't bring it out of the base, attack another unit, bring it back in the base fast. It's very slow because of the fact it takes 5 seconds to charge. So, yeah. But yeah, aircraft carriers and missile ships are probably going to be the best options. Trust me, I know I didn't get to experience New York or Rome. New York, honestly, guys, New York isn't much of a... You're not missing out much when it comes to New York, if I'm honest with you. Don't get me wrong. It was a nice map. Rome was definitely... Rome felt better. It was more fun. You had the air units that was air only. I mean, shit, even when we went to Rome, my alliance did not have good air units, okay? I had basically no air tech, and I had the best air units, and we were fighting people with advanced air tech done. They smashed us in the air, but it was still fun to do and fun to play, even though it was an air level 4. Which goes to show that it was a really good map and that. So I'm excited to see if they do, when they do a Rome remake, how they're going to do it. I mean, I'm really excited to see it. I wonder if artillery and naval units will one day be able to battle near the land and air. I literally mentioned that in a video, which is coming out today. So, with that being said, guys, I do have a brand new video that's about to come out. The time now is 10 to 4. My new video will be up at 4 o'clock, okay? Venice, maybe Rome Sea, level 4. I'm excited, Demon. We can only hope and see. But guys, I'm going to be ending the stream here. I do want to say a massive thank you to everyone. I appreciate you all. Let's close down this here. Close. And here we have it. So yeah, guys, I appreciate you all. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you for 55 likes on the stream. You guys are absolutely amazing. I think 55 likes is one of the highest we've had in the live stream in a long time. So thank you so much. Obviously, if there is anyone currently in the stream who hasn't already hit it, please think about hitting the like button. I'd really, really appreciate it. Whoever just took one off, you're a meanie, okay? But guys, I appreciate you all. I hope everyone has an absolutely beautiful and amazing, amazing day. And hopefully, I will see you all in the next stream. Guys, 10 minutes time. If you're a member, you'll be able to access the video as soon as this stream ends. But if you are not a member, in 8 minutes time, the video will be up for everyone, okay? I love you all. Herbie, goodbye. Demon, goodbye. Joku, goodbye. XV, goodbye. Guys, JVP, Cap, I appreciate you all. Mishtar, we've got Corrupted. Guys, I appreciate each and every single one of you. Hope everyone has an amazing day. Adam again. Adam, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. What an absolute beautiful person. I really appreciate it. I do believe the memberships are $1.99 for the memberships, but basically every video I upload it to members first, so members get first access to the videos. Normally it's like 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes at most, but even if you're not a member, everyone's going to have access to my videos. I'll never make it members only forever. It will always be available to everyone, but obviously if you become a member, you do help support the channel and help me be able to continue making these videos for you. I appreciate you all. Everyone have an absolutely beautiful and amazing day, and I'll see you all in the very next video, which is out in 7 minutes now, and I'll also see you guys over on the next stream, which will be on Friday, I think. We're going to do a Friday stream. Oh, is it $2.99? I thought it was $1.99. It's $2.99. Okay. It's the lowest you could go. So, yeah, $2.99. Thank you so much. Guys, I love you all. Everyone have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next stream. Bye, guys. Thank you again, Adam, for the gifted members.